Hello everyone, this is the day 103rd of my journey to improve my communication skills. So early morning, I went to the gym and after coming back from the gym, I had my breakfast and then I slept again because uh, yesterday night I didn't sleep properly. So that's why from morning till um, afternoon I slept. Then I had my lunch. And after having my lunch, uh, I watched some YouTube videos regarding podcasts and communication skills. And after that, I had my snacks and then I started working on my DSA problems. So today, DSA streak problem is we have to find the GCD of a smallest and a largest number in an array. So what is basically GCD? GCD is basically a greatest common divisor, and we have to find the greatest common divisor of smallest and the largest element in the uh, array. So the first approach which I applied, whose time complexity is almost big of n log n. What I did basically, I sort the array in the increasing order, and the first element is the smallest, and the last element will definitely be the largest element. So after sorting, I directly use the GCD function, like GCD of array or num of at zeroth place and n minus one place. So in this way, we will calculate the smallest and uh, in this way we can calculate the GCD of smallest and largest element and return it to the function. So this is the first approach which I used to solve the problem GCD of the smallest and the largest number in an array. So the time complexity for this problem is big of n log n because we are sorting an array. So for sorting the time complexity for the best case time complexity is big of n log n in case of merge, sort or quick sort. So the space complexity is big of n because we are not using any extra space to store the variables. So to optimize this, I again applied another approach. So what is that approach is I applied that to min and max function to calculate the minimum and maximum in an array. So I stored it into some temporary variable and use the function star min element and then iterate over the vector like uh, vector name dot begin comma vector name dot end. So with this method we can calculate the minimum and the maximum element in an array, and after calculating the minimum and the maximum element in an array, we can apply the function of greatest common division on the minimum and the maximum element, and we will get the output. So this is basically a very easy problem in the lead code, which I solved within a 10 or 20 minutes. So after this, I work on my communication skills. So today again, I read the book, which is The Power of Positive Thinking. So again, the author mentions how you can develop the positive thinking. He mentioned a simple method like first one is you should prioritize, then we prioritize, then picturize, and then it will transfer into the actualize. You should, whatever the problems you are facing, you should talk with God, uh, talk the problems with God, and uh, try to picturize the problems and try to solve whenever you're talking with the gods, like God is helping you to solve the problems. You should imagine like that, and it it automatically convert into actualization, and the problem you will definitely get the solution of the problem. These kind of the approaches mentioned by the author in the book, how to uh, the power of the positive thinking. So again, today I encounter with a lot of new words whose meaning I don't know. Again, I put it in the chat GPT and get the meaning of all those words. So the first word which I learned today is ob- obviating. So obviating basically means eliminating the need. If you are not using something or to replace something, so there you can use the word obviating, like automation obviating the use of manual hard work. So in this case, we can use the word obviating. Then the next word is slangly. Slangly means using informal language when you're talking with some other person. Then baffled. Baffled means when someone is too confused. So if you talk about sentence, so while solving coding, I felt baffled while solving coding problems. So when you are totally confused, then you can use the word baffled. Then uh, adroitly. Adroitly means skillfully. When a person is very skillful in the task or the work which whatever he is doing, then you can use the word adroitly, which basically means skillful. Then antagonistic. Antagonistic basically means uh, when you are giving very unfriendly with your friends, you are not you are very hostile in nature. Then you can use the word antagonistic. Then another word is petulance. Petulance basically means when you behave like childish and very irritating, then you can use the word petulance. Deferral. Deferral basically means postpone. And the sentence on it, we can say that due to my illness, I requested my teacher to defer my exams. So yeah, these are the all new words which I learned today, and I will try to recall it again and again so that uh, I can use into my day-to-day communication. So yeah, that's all about the day 103rd of my journey to improve my communication skills. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.